Badi wey no get big pots na bajira come with me as I cook 11 cup of rice. So guys, the story behind this rice is during Eid al-Fitr I gave my colleague food for Eid, and ever since then he has been stressing me that he wanted to eat my jollof rice. So I told him to buy rice and other things I would be needing, and I will make him jollof rice. That's how I was saddled with the responsibility of cooking 11 cups of rice. And now I do not have a big pot. The last time I cooked, it was not up to 11 cups. So this pot, I actually borrowed it. So let's get straight into the video. I poured my oil in the pot, as you can see. I poured in my bay leaf. Then I went in with my onion. Then I went in with my curry and thyme. I wanted it to give me this smoky vibe. It was this recipe I saw online and I decided to try it. The next thing, I went in with my tomato paste. I did not have thin tomato paste, so I'm making use of this tomato paste. And I went in with the first tomato paste. I was struggling to open the second. I went in with the second, as you can see. I went in with the third, and I went in with the fourth. Remember, I'm cooking 11 cups of rice, so I have to be very generous with my ingredients. I gave it a good stir, and then this is the last tomato paste. Then after that I left it to fry for a very long time, like it was almost getting burnt. Afterwards I went in with my pepper, my mixed pepper. It was already parboiled. I boiled the pepper because I wanted it to give me to be very I wanted it to look very nice. So I think at some point they took the lights, so I had to switch to my ring light. At this point I already poured in my fresh pepper, my boiled fresh pepper. Then I still gave it a stir. Then I went in with my spices. Yes, like I said, you have to be very generous with your spices, with everything. You have to be very generous. Like my friend once said, don't be stingy, be generous with your ingredients. So I went in with my spice. I used aso chicken spice, I used orishi spice, I used spicy tea, I used other ones but I can't remember their name. Then I went in with my broth, my chicken. I already boiled my chicken off camera, so I sieved out the remnants of the chicken. I sieved it out, then I used the water. The water was free of those particles. So I poured it into the mixture. Then after I tasted it and I noticed that I had to just pause. Then I went in with my Maggi, as you saw in the video. After that I went in with my salt. Then I gave it a good stir. I gave it a good stir. Thumbs up. That's nice. Then I covered the pot. After a few minutes I went in with my rice, my cleaned I've actually rinsed the rice very clean, like I've washed it very clean. I went into my clean rice. Then I would give it another stir. Yes, I gave it a stir. I stirred it very well. Look how thick the water is. I've not added much water, so now I'm adding little water. Someone once said it's not water that makes jollof rice cook, it's actually the steam. But I added salt again because I tasted it and I saw that it still needed salt. Then I covered it. So in this video I don't have a foil paper, so I'll be making use of the nylons. Peradventure you want to cook jollof and you don't have foil paper, you can still make use of nylon. It's just to steam it that matters. It's just the steam that matters. So after I covered it, then I came to check it and I saw that it still needed water, like it was still half done. So I had to add more water. You see that I didn't add much water. If you can't over water your own rice, that's your own problem. So I added little water. So I kept checking and I kept stirring it so that one side will not be done and another side will not be hard. So I wanted it to. Then I added little Maggi. So because you know, the more you add water, the more it loses taste. And then I covered it. Then I left it for about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. Then I came back to check. At this point I opened, you see it was already getting burnt. I was just smelling the burntness of the food. So I turned it. Then I realized that some parts were done and some parts were not done. So I had to turn the pot to the other side. Then I gave it a good mix. I mixed it very well so that it was going to just come together. I mixed it, then I checked it out to know how much water I would. And at this point I didn't have water. All I needed was just to make it steam. Then I went in with my butter. I did not have margarine, so I went in with my butter, with my tomato and onion, and then I covered it again. I covered it well and left it for like another 10 to 15 minutes. And then at this point it was already getting really burnt and it was smelling so smoky. Then I opened it. I gave it a good stir. As you can see, it was looking very nice. Camera isn't doing justice to the beauty of this food, although I made use of my ring lights, so maybe that's why I can't see the beauty of the food. Then I dished for my neighbor because he knew about the food somehow. I wanted to borrow pots from him. So that's the chicken already boiled and fried off camera. So that's the end of my video. Thanks for watching. How did I do? Did I try? Look at the essay, madam. Let me know if you've tasted, if you like this chicken feet. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.